Oh man, this is going to be so exciting. I'm so looking forward to this. Mafia 4 was officially confirmed that it is indeed in the development by the developers for the first time. This is coming straight from them from Hangar 13 that they are indeed working on the next Mafia installment. This is exactly coming from them from the interview that we recently received. Lastly, can you tell us anything about what's next for Mafia franchise? And Hladik responds, I'm happy to confirm we started work on the all-new Mafia project. While it's a few years away and we can't share anything more than right now, we are really excited to keep working on this beloved franchise and to entertain our players with new stories. So unfortunately, it's not really unfortunate, right? Like they didn't confirm like a definitive name of Mafia 4, but obviously they said the next installment of Mafia is indeed coming. Now, I personally think it's gonna be Mafia 4. I think that's all they're gonna call it. Well, it doesn't really matter as well, right? As long as it's a new installment of a Mafia, it's not like a standalone expansion or anything like that, but a full-blown game. I'm gonna be very, very happy camper because like, I'm a very big fan of Mafia. Like my first introduction to Mafia, believe it or not, was actually Mafia 3. Seriously. Like Mafia 3, the time when it released, I didn't particularly like it. It's an interesting story actually I want to share. I didn't really particularly like it. Like, if you guys remember, Mafia 3 first released, it was, well, it had a lot of problems. Bugs, issues, repetitiveness especially. Less the set the better, I think. And so, after a few months, I decided to revisit Mafia because at the time, I was really into GTA types of sorts of games, like, and I wanted more of that. And Mafia was that game that definitely could quell my thirst for this sort of game. And anyway, I did decide to come back, and I ended up kind of, well, finishing the whole game. At the end of the day, I was just so interested in this game that I wanted to continue playing it because I realized how great the gameplay really is and how kind of it has that addictive loop. That's what most of the developers are always trying to strive for. You know, as long as the game, even if it's repetitive as hell, as long as you get that proper gameplay loop, then you got something special there. And Mafia had that for me, and it hooked me, and I really appreciated that. Afterwards, when Mafia has announced that they're making a definitive editions of Mafia 2 and 1, I was blown away. I was so looking forward to it. Like at first, I've got an opportunity playing Mafia 2, the definitive edition. I was so interested. I love that game. I ended up getting a platinum trophy after a few, well, not hours, more like freaking days. But still, it was so much fun. I loved the story that they crafted in here. And then afterwards, Mafia 1 with the definitive edition, that was incredible experience. The story, the characters, the way the graphics look, the gameplay, even though it has similarities to Mafia 3. Like I said, I really like Mafia 3 style gameplay, and more of the same to be seen in Mafia 1. That was awesome. And I don't believe, at least not to my memory, that it serves. They didn't come back, come out back to back basically. They did sell it as a trilogy to like Mafia 1 definitive edition, Mafia 2 definitive edition, and then also Mafia 3 definitive edition. I decided to purchase a whole like a bundle of like a trilogy, even though I had Mafia 3 already. And because of these 3 games, I ended up also coming back once again, replaying Mafia 3 and going for a platinum trophy. So now I have a trilogy of platinum trophies for Mafia games. And you know it, Mafia 4 is going to be definitely next in my list for having a platinum for sure. Now, my thoughts on the release of this Mafia game. Now we are currently, a little more than halfway through the 2022. They have already announced that they're already making this new Mafia project game, so we can say that they started maybe sometime in early of 2022, maybe at the end of 2021. That's kind of speculation on my part, of course. And if that's the case, I believe that they need at the very, very minimum 3 years. 3 years. So if that's the case, I believe that Mafia 4 will be out sometime in 2025. Oh, just saying that hurts me. Just saying that hurts me. Can you believe this? Like how time really flies? It's a very scary thought. 3 more years, we're finally gonna get the game that we want, or maybe for a lot of you as well, like a lot of people that are looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6, myself included, we're still gonna have to wait for like maybe additional 2 years. Oh man, it's just a scary thought. Like 3 years from now, I will be 30 years old. 30 years old. I've been alive for 3 generations. That's a scary thought. Like, considering how long you have, like, the developers need to create and craft games, it doesn't take months, it takes years. And then when you end up waiting for a sequel, like Horizon Zero Dawn, then Horizon Forbidden West took 4 years for that to come out. What? 4 years. So that's just a line of process of my thinking in here. It's a scary thought. It genuinely is a scary thought. Obviously, it's not for me included. I mean, you guys perhaps feel the same. I just hope that they do right with this game. I hope that we get something special out of it as well. And I hope they do justice as well. Just like, please don't rush it. Now, I don't think it's really their call as well when there's going to be a deadline and when there should not be. And if they can even delay the game, that is, of course, if there's some issues with it, that's considering. But yeah, hopefully that they'll have a smooth sailing towards this Mafia 4 development. Right, that's all I want to have a little bit of a discussion regarding a Mafia 4 or the next installation of Mafia game. Man, I'm looking forward to it. Alright, like and subscribe guys, see you guys all later, and have a wonderful day.